Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I am up today with another 12x12 layout. This one is featuring, I think this is a Paige Evans cut file, and it's actually for a challenge that I did in the Secret Not Secret Kit Club for their March online party. I did a few challenges. This is the only one I actually ended up filming. But I'm super happy with how this turned out. So it's using the Cocoa Vanilla Boys Rule collection. I've backed the cut file, and I don't know if you can tell, you probably can. It's a bit harder for me on my iPhone screen. But you can see the little green bits that I've kind of twirled around, because it's actually twine of the cut file. Like it's on the U and the Y and the V and I think the L. That is twine, as I said, and I've just sort of wrapped that around the cut file and secured it with double-sided tape in the back before I put the backing of the cut file. And it looks super cute. I'm really happy with it. I think I might use that technique again. So these are two photos of my nephews, one of Tom and one of Jack, and they were taken at Lincoln's first birthday party. So they're taken in the same area and they're taken on the same day. I think they are super cute photos. So one is of Tom on the rocking horse and Jackie's just playing with a toy on the floor. I was also practicing because I got a new iPhone for work, and it was, I don't know what actually make it is because I don't keep up with that, but it had the portrait mode, and I don't have that on my personal iPhone because it's a bit older, and so I was also having a bit of a play around taking photos. So this is using portrait mode, and I was still obsessed at that point because it was still a novelty, even though everyone else in the rest of the world had cameras that do that for a long time. I do not. So I was playing around and the photos were super cute. So I'm just matting those photos on some of the papers that I have left. I've only got the 6x8 paper pad in this because I bought a second one actually, and some ephemera left, and that's about it in this kit. I'm running low on ephemera, that's for sure. I actually ended up sticking down the clear stickers, or most of the clear stickers, onto white cardstock and fussy cutting them out. I'm not a massive lover of the clear stickers, not just the ones that Cocoa Vanilla do, but clear stickers in general. I find them tricky to use. I think they're great if you're like a project lifer, and so you do a lot of project life because you can stick the clear stickers straight onto photos. But for me, I'm not a massive fan. So I was tossing up with kind of how I wanted this layout to come together, and in the end I decided to push the cut file sort of right to the top of the page and layer my photos down the bottom, because I really didn't actually want my photos to take away from the cut file, because that's sort of, it was a bit hard to cut off some of the the bottom word of you, because that's obviously the title, I guess, love you. And so I wanted to, by pushing it up, it meant I could nest the photos underneath, and they do. I want them to overlap a little bit of the cut file because I want them to be connected, but I just didn't want to cover the complete cut file so you couldn't really read it. So you can see I've stuck the photo of Jack flat down onto the page, and now I am popping up the photo of Tom. And I'm trying to use up this foam that I've got here that I've backed the cut file with, and I'm now putting on the back of Tom's photo because I don't love it. It's not sticky on one side, so I find you have to use quite a lot of wet glue because it kind of soaks it all in. So I'm just trying to use that up. And also I'm just taking this opportunity while we are in self-isolation and, doing our physical distancing, to use up some of my craft supplies that have just been lying around for a bit. So kind of those adhesives that are kind of like half used up, and this foam that's been hanging around for a while. So yeah, I'm just trying to do a bit of a tidy up in that regard, and it's actually working quite well. So I don't know what I'm doing now, probably looking for, I'm probably doing something on my computer. I'm so silly sometimes. And now I am going through my stash of goodies, trying to look at how I want to embellish. So I've got some of the stickers on the sticker sheet left, as well as a few embellishments. So I'm just kind of going to start layering those up to see what I can sort of make work. And I've only got one flare, you can see there at the top. So I'm pretty sure I can almost guarantee you that I get that on the page because I really want to use it up. So I am determined currently to kill some of my Cocoa Vanilla Studio collection, because the new ones that came out last year I've barely touched, and I've got quite a few of the older collections or bits and pieces of them left anyway, and I just want to use them up. So I'm trying to use up the boy collection so that I can crack into Legendary, which I'm excited about. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. So you'll probably see a decent amount of cocoa vanilla on my channel while I'm trying to use up all of those supplies. So I am just sort of layering up. Again, I don't have a heap left, so I don't have a lot of options when it comes to layering, but I'm just sort of auditioning pieces, so to speak, to find out what will work. And I wanted to use that big cardstock piece that says, chipboard piece that says rad, and some of the labels and things like that to layer. So I'm just layering those in now. And then I think I'll put my rad down. And sorry, forgive me, I don't remember what that piece underneath says. Oh, and I remembered I had a label in the sticker sheet as well, which I layered into. And then just a bit of wet glue to stick down the rad. And the phrase die cut underneath as well. I'm pretty sure I stick that down. I find I need to apply a little bit of pressure to let this Tombow get tacky and sort of hold before I take my hand off. Otherwise, it doesn't secure properly. And then it moves around a bit. I get glue everywhere. It's just a hot mess. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Got to take a drink. So now I'm sort of working on the cluster near Tom. And again, just going in with some labels. I've got the little word epic there, and then I'm pretty sure there's a word in here that says brothers, which I grab. Because obviously I can't use that anywhere else, but these two are brothers, so I can add that onto the page. So there it is, there's the little die cut piece brothers, so that definitely goes on. I'm just trying to work out where I might want it to go. So I've got that, I think it's hashtag epic. And again, as I said, just auditioning bits and pieces just to see what I can make work. I decided to add, I think the two bits that I'm thinking about sticking down now, above and below the rad chipboard, are from the clear sticker sheet, which I stuck onto white cardstock and fussy cut out. Again, they're too small for me to read on my iPhone screen. My apologies, and I've already put the layout away. So yeah, can't remember exactly what they say. And now I'm going through the sticker sheet just to figure out what else I can include. I know I add that flare in. I definitely do that. So I'm sticking down that epic and that brothers. I add in as well, and I think I might add some stars, and then we might be almost done. This one took me a while because I was faffing around with the embellishments, but it was quite a quick layout to come together. Obviously, the backing of the cut file and the stitching took a little bit of time, but I think I've told this before. I try to back my cut files in front of the TV of an evening. That's the time my partner and I sort of spend together and we watch a TV show. So I don't want to not do that because that's also important. Not the TV show watching necessarily, but I guess the kind of spending some time in companionship with my partner. So I don't want to take away from that, but it's nice sometimes while I'm watching TV to back a cut file. I find I can do two things at once, and that's okay. So yes, I am adding some stars. I thought so. I'm just going to add a few stars in and then see how that comes together. And I think I'm thinking about adding something up the top, but I don't actually think that I do. I really don't. Oh, there we go. I am adding in a couple of puffy stickers. So these are from a sheet of puffy words and phrases that also had a few little elements. I don't know what collection it was from. I got it ages ago. I think in a Kid Holly Kits actually. I haven't used it. I wasn't loving them, but I am just trying to use up some of my stuff. So I'm adding a few of those to the clusters just to create some chevron arrows out of the different colours. I thought I added some stars, but maybe I don't. No, I must not have. I really thought I did, but clearly I do not because I'm packing them away. I don't actually know if I add any splatters either. Surely I add splatters. I add splatters to everything. So they're the clear stickers. As I said, you can see I've nearly used most of those. Here's me going, I put the flare on there. So I'm saying, yes, I finished that packet. And then I'm pretty sure I'm going to get, my mists. So I am just adding in, I don't even know what colour this is. It's navy, I'm pretty sure. The navy Heidi Swap Colour Shine. I might change my mind. Yeah. So this is the silver one. So obviously I put back the navy and went, yeah, I don't think you're going to see that very well. So I pull out the silver, I'm going to add that, and then I'm pretty sure I'm done. And I'm really happy with with how it all came together. Again, using a black background, which I am practicing with doing. I've done it a couple of times now, but I haven't used it much. So I'm still getting comfortable with that as a concept. I've always been either a white cardstock or more recently getting into patterned paper backgrounds. But the black is very different for me, I must say. Very different. So anyway, I'm happy. I think it looks great. It's quite striking. You know, it's effectual. And here we go. I'm showing you the close-ups, and then there'll be a close-up photo. Yeah, hope you like this video. Make sure you check us out in our next one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. All right, guys. Bye.